meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. And hi guys, once again, and welcome to this review of The Boys Season 6 Herogasm. Season 6?
Can people
Season 3, Episode
season
6.
6 boy, this show really moves fast.
Yes. Okay. So,
Episode 6 season
Episode
3,
6,
yes.
which we were waiting with utmost anticipation because we knew what is in the comic books, or at least I knew some part of it, and Logan knew everything.
Ugh.
And he dreaded this moment.
Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
So we finally got to it, and we saw it. And honestly, guys, I mean, the whole episode, first of all, the whole episode was a pretty good episode.
yeah.
Especially the ending was the best thing ever. We are going to talk about with spoilers soon, so have that in mind. But it was one of the best episodes so far, with one of the best moments so far. So overall, it was awesome. A lot of things happened for this exactly 1 hour, actually, the runtime. And that thing with the hero something was at like at the end, almost like at the beginning towards
there.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't such a big deal. There were some disturbing things for sure to be seen, some funny things to be seen. But besides that, it was really not emphasized that much. It was just like in the background, passing by, and all
Yeah,
of
more
that.
like something there happens, I mean, it's there. Something happens. It's just there to say that something happens, and probably it was again like an afterthought for the people who read the comic book or things like that.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't
it,
that
it, kind,
bad.
it kind of felt like that. That whoever read the comic book will know what the hero thing is,
Yeah, it's
and
much
yeah,
worse, right?
yeah. I mean, I've read this comic book on several stages. I mean, after 10 issues, I was stopping for a year and things like that. Then I went back because it just gets too heavy and convoluted and things. Not convoluted, but too heavy with all those images and things like that. Whereas I had a friend who once told me, "You're reading it right?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "It's beautiful, right?" And I said, "No."
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
guy like sick or something? I mean, these are the most deprived, like humanoids,
Yeah.
right there.
But otherwise, really a great episode. I mean, we see a lot of people standing up for themselves. Let's say, yeah.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I mean, finally,
I
moments that we
mean,
wanted to see.
let's talk about then with the spoilers. I would give this episode like 8 out of 10, you can say.
Yeah, yeah.
And which the best highlight was the fight between Homelander, Butcher, and Soldier Boy. That was amazing.
Yes, great
Like,
fight.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait. I mean, with the show that you have such a powerful beings, to see them fight, that's the meat of things. I want to see that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so rare, but it's so no-brainer to feature something like this. Like, finally we got to this point,
Yeah.
And thanks dear Clayton for that. I don't know how you did it, but thank you for the caution.
Nice.
And what we had before that with Starlight, that conversation that she had with this other female character that Pop's had. What's her name?
No. Really, what was her name?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
but,
don't remember. So she's a Kamala Khan when she's grown up. No, I'm kidding.
Would be nice though.
Yeah. So, she is trying to, get to Starlight, but Starlight is like, no, F that. And if you and if everyone, I'm just gonna do my thing. And that will be my reaction.
Exactly.
That will be my reaction because if you ever worked in the corporate world and you know how people think there and how fake everything is, you will get. I mean, if you're really a person who respects themselves and their inner nature of what is genuine in this world, you will stick to your stomach to be in that environment, to interact with everyone that are absolutely fake, and everything is fake. Everything is like a screen to to put over things, to cookie cut. I mean to sugarcoat things when they're super terrible. Like what that other character that is the PR lady. Like
Ashley.
Ashley,
Yeah.
yes. What she told A-Train
A-Train.
when he came into her office. In the beginning, she was like, putting on the face of the corporate, person, everything, and she was like, "Oh, well, this was very bad," and then she lost it, and she actually said what she wanted to say, and that was really liberating, liberating to
Liberating,
see.
yeah.
Yes, and the same with when Starlight decided to say all those things that she did say. So when she was talking, I was like, yes, that's exactly how
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would feel.
And even when Ashley said those things, and I said, yeah, finally you actually do the job for all these terrible people, and especially when Aiden says, I want justice, and he tells you, you did this and this, and now all of a sudden you want justice because it happens to you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what actually with most of us usually happens. We forget, but when it happens to us, then we remember. No, I was wronged and things like that. Yeah, but why? So
And well, actually, we
it goes
don't know
back.
even. I mean, because this is the whole show is kind of
Mm-hmm.
like a parody of real life. And some social justice stupidity that's going on. It's
Oh
not
my god.
objective at all because everyone are just trying to pull the rug
Mm.
in their direction and pull the rug under people's feet and all that. When that guy, what was his name? The other superhero, that A-Train had a problem with.
Blue Hawk, yes.
Yeah, when that guy did his things, arrest and all of that, we have no idea if he was wrong because it was kind of implied that he wasn't actually wrong. I mean, he didn't go to just capture people because they're in a other color. He actually was trying to do his job and were I mean
Yeah, he was in a neighborhood that predominantly criminals were
yeah, which
like
is
that, and
by
even
statistics from real life,
yeah, yeah,
actually. So
yeah.
that's not like made up or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're trying to push him, to the breaking point. So of course he ended up and hurting a lot of people because
He
of
even
it,
actually
and he looks
said
bad.
when they said, "What did you do this to someone's person?" And he said, "Well, he was a criminal."
Yes.
He said, "A criminal, but with no gun." So wait, you have to stop just a criminal who has a gun or a weapon just because you have superpowers. It doesn't mean
Yeah, that's just once again,
it's a criminal. So yeah.
a way to say things about the real world
Mm-hmm.
and stuff that happened for the past like three or 4 years in the real world. So yeah, but then what A-Train did, that we know is bad because he literally, I cannot, I don't know if you can say this, but yeah, he killed directly a lot of people, brutally. So that's how the boy started. That is how it started. That was the first scene.
Yeah.
And poor uh, Huey.
Huey.
Yeah, poor Huey had only his girlfriend's hands in his hands. So he has no right to judge at
To
all.
want any type of justice at all.
And to
I
want
mean,
absolutely anything. So
yeah.
in the end of the episode, we saw what happened. He lost it.
Plus, I think that it was kind of what happened to his brother was kind of his fault because he was the one who actually went there with Blue Hawk and wanted to kind of again have this some type of image in front of people and things like that. So if he didn't do that, it wasn't going to happen.
And Blue Hawk was forced to apologize for something that he
That
has
maybe
a right
it was
to.
not actually wrong. Yes. So
Yeah, I mean, he was, pretty convinced that
yeah.
he was just doing his job. That is how it looks like.
Mhm.
But all of a sudden, he's like, I mean, he's forced to say that he was wrong. What if he wasn't wrong?
What if he wasn't? And even though he apologized, actually, he was still attacked by him. Verbally first, of course, but
Yeah,
still.
it's normal then to be, I mean, for him to be losing it and fight all of those people. And A-Train just stood there. So he was afraid to use his power or what? He's just afraid to do
Well, I
anything.
mean, it's because of the heart condition or something like that. They say that
Yeah,
he,
and
you
he's
know.
now dead, I
But
think.
well,
It seems
it
like
looks
he
like
was
that.
dead.
But man, what a display of speed power this was. We will never see the Flash doing something like that.
Yeah, that was a way to say,
But
well, you can use power, this power in
yeah,
a
I
horrible
mean,
way.
I really like how they show what you can actually do with those powers. Because there are a lot of people who say, for example, so the Flash he can just run very fast, or Superman he can also run very fast, right? Yeah, but if you're in his hands at that moment, what could happen? So I really
Yeah,
like how they show look what these powers actually can do, and look how much the real heroes have to contain themselves actually. You know,
that's one thing.
in
And
a
in the
way.
comic books, when you see the Flash,
Mm.
his punch is
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many tons, just
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
speed.
exactly.
So when something is accelerated, it becomes, the more it's accelerated,
Mm.
the more heavier it becomes. So it has to be very, very durable also to go with that speed in
Mm-hmm.
general. Here those things, they're not explained that well. And A Train looks like a hot dog. Basically, he has no muscle. So
In the comic book he has. At least
yeah, probably everyone does. And Homelander actually has this big thick neck, and here's the exact opposite. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, guys, so here we see Homelander talking to himself once again in a conversation that makes sense for his personality and how he feels inside.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty good. It was kind of profound. I like that.
It was actually they. It kind of reminded me of spoilers for the comic book if you haven't read it, but it's a comic book that is more than 10
Sorry,
years
there's a
old.
little fly
So,
here.
so it kind of reminded me what actually happens with the Black Noir in the comic book. Because it was a person who is a clone of, and he actually did those horrible things, and he did as if this second personality actually did the horrible things. And actually, Homelander is just this boy who wants to be loved, but then stop being a bad person. And maybe
Yeah,
then, maybe then,
maybe then.
it kind of looks like it. I mean, could be just like a really second personality. It could be just he talking to me. But it was a good moment
Although
with that.
if I'm right where this is going, it seems like
Mm-hmm.
if he does let go of all of that, the desire to be approved of
Mm-hmm.
and the desire to be loved, he can just snap and kill everyone
Mm-hmm.
in the world.
Yeah.
So that is too. I wonder how durable he is, because he did get bruised on his face,
Mm-hmm.
and I wonder if Soldier Boy can do something to him with that blast. Maybe. And it seems that Butcher is as strong as Homelander
Mm-hmm.
is.
Homelander
um,
was pretty surprised actually.
yeah,
with
and
that.
I just want to see what's going to happen if Butcher actually takes permanent compound V.
Mm-hmm.
It should be freaking amazing. If I was him, I would do everything in my power as a number one objective to first find the real compound V, so he can get permanent power. That's probably gonna hurt a lot, like in that little girl,
Mm-hmm.
so in previous episode. I
Oh yeah,
wonder
she
what
got the
power she got.
permanent one. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but I think that is amazing. I would never go back if I was Butcher. Just ridiculous. He can be killed in 2 seconds, just in a
Mm.
few hours from this moment. So
Well, I kind of wonder actually why Kimiko's powers disappeared, but she stayed alive. But all the other people that he hits with that blast die for now.
he didn't hit her
I
maybe with
mean,
the full strength of the power.
either that or because
That seemed so.
because of her powers that she had initially or something like that. Or
Yes.
maybe really he didn't hit her with a full
It
blast.
kind of
Yeah.
seemed like they returned a
Did
bit.
did they? Yeah, I mean, I thought it was as if she had the skills for fighting, but she did survive pretty horrible things, from
Yeah,
that beating. So
yeah.
could be could be that they were always there. She is a bit different, more different experiment than the others,
Mm.
as far as I remember. But yeah,
Maybe they're permanently gone, or I mean, not permanently, but
not
they're like
permanently.
because what she did, she actually broke
Mm.
off one of the guy's
Yeah, yeah.
fingers. That's very hard to do if you don't have any strength. That's
Mm.
a technique, but also a strength uh, thing. So I don't know. Maybe she won't get her powers ever. Maybe she will get her powers.
It
I hope that she does.
I hope that she does because I think she will understand that she actually needs them. It's not some type of a curse if you actually use them for the things
She
like
did say
helping and
that
things like that.
they're not the thing that made her a monster.
Yeah,
She just
yeah,
has this inside of her, and she's not
yeah.
really a monster. She's just brutal
No.
because she's very strong, and there's no other way to be effective in a fight.
I
She's
mean,
just effective.
sure, she did them to kill people, but overall she killed people who actually were, criminals, people who, in order to go further with the missions that you have to dispose of. It was not something like, like Homelander killing innocent people because he doesn't care, like the people on the plane and other things. No, she never did something like that. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Well, similar thing is now in Stranger Things, but yeah, that's another topic. It's interesting how there's some similar stuff between the shows if you're watching the shows at the same time. Like for instance, Eleven thought that she's a monster because she killed all of the other kids from the program, but it turns out that's not exactly what happened. But I don't want to spoil
Pum
that
pum
for
pum.
you. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times we see this hero trope that, the hero thinks that they are a monster because they did this
Mm,
and that, but it turns out that it's something entirely else,
different, yeah.
and that they're not actually a monster at all, and they're just being too critical,
I
harsh
think that
with
Butcher
themselves.
should just call Saitama, and then we can
Oh, Saitama will end
get
everything so
along with it.
fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm personally excited to see what's going to happen with
Mm.
Butcher. We only have 2 episodes. What's going to happen with Butcher, Soldier Boy,
Mm.
Starlight, because she now
Yeah, because she actually
did.
did the step that she
Yeah,
wanted to do. Yeah, and I was interested to see where this go. I mean, because now people know her real name. She said a lot of things not
yeah, that expose
exposed.
Vought,
Yeah, so
Homelander, everything.
yeah.
Everything is out now. So
There is. I want to see if actually MM will get into his senses, and if he wants to fight Soldier Boy so much,
just take the freaking
just take the
compound.
freaking, because you can't do nothing.
He
I
was
mean,
very sad and pathetic in this
and
episode, honestly. I
and yeah,
mean,
if you really, because he literally said how he wants this guy and things. If you want it, you have to take the compound, man. Otherwise, what you going to do? I mean,
just growl over him.
show him your OCD.
Yeah, just
Uh,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
what?
So you either take it, and or or for the moment you have to understand that they really need him in order to defeat the bigger evil, and after that,
Yeah,
So I really don't see why do you want him now. So I want to see, are they going to do something more interesting with that character, because they actually go in a very strange direction with him
yeah.
so far. So let's see.
So guys, from this on out, there's really only amazing stuff. 2 episodes left. Uh, I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen. The season is amazing.
We're going to have season 4, which was confirmed.
Yeah,
So
this is
far.
one of the best shows ever made because actually
Mm.
it has substance, a lot of substance, and makes really good commentary on real stuff from the real world. Which I usually don't like, but here it's sometimes open to interpretation, so a lot of people maybe will not get it. I mean, how they making fun of the AJW culture, yeah, and other stuff, how people judge other people.
Mhm.
It's really good perspective to see from
Yeah.
the outside how these things are looking like and how
It's really great that
ridiculous.
there is a show that actually shows you a different perspective, because it really
Yeah.
gets one-sided.
Yeah, how hypocrites, how
Yeah,
people
yeah.
can be real hypocrites when they just know to point a finger, but they do not see the faults in themselves at all.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's actually pretty profound at times. It has a ton of deeper meanings at times, which I appreciate. It's not, I mean, a lot of the yucky things, they just show them in passing. It's not like they put the camera at the disgusting thing or the, sex scene or whatever for 10 long seconds so you can see up close something. It's just like in passing, it's there, but it's
It's
not the
there.
main point.
Yeah.
It's not is emphasized, whereas other shows love to do such things for shock value and they just put the camera there, just they don't
Yeah,
move. They want you to
and
be
people
blah.
actually watch it because they know that they're going to see. Here, it's not that the show tells you, here you're going to see this, so stick around for this. No, here they tell you, you're going to see story, you're going to see characters. This is just there
Yeah, still the
because it
story
adds
and
to the story,
characters
yes. So
is
that's
most
it.
important.
Mhm.
And what happened in that house, after that party, served as a stage for Starlight to
Mhm.
speak about, well, the truth. So it's awesome, guys. I've never seen a show that has so many shocking, disgusting things in it, but in the same time be so well done in terms of a story, so
Mhm.
substantial, so awesome that all those things just, they're just there, but they're
Yeah.
not the main thing.
Again, this is one of the cases that I say, stay away from the source material. Just watch the show.
It's really better. It's better
It's
than
really
the
better.
source
Yes, it's really
material.
better. Yeah.
And we hear the same things, or similar things for the other
Umbrella Academy.
show, Umbrella
Yeah,
Academy.
yeah.
We
I
really
have
want to check that
also
out
read and
sometimes.
that, but from what I saw from the show, it really looks, especially after watching Doom, but which I heard that people comparable that they're in the same spirit. So,
Yeah,
and I liked it. So probably we'll see in this at some point. So yeah, it's keep away from the comic book and watch the show. Way
exactly.
better. Way better.
So yeah, one of the best shows, guys. Can't wait for the other two eps. Let us know what you think in the comments. Help the video. I wish that's interesting if they manage to have a good reflection of modern issues. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you too. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. And yeah, let us know. Like I've said, if you like, support me, links down below. Guys, see you on the weekend, hopefully. And yeah, from me and Logan, sleep well. Have an awesome weekend. See you soon, guys. Love ya.